Wow, what's up? This your boy DJ Mannie Fresh.
And it's your boy Juve the Great.
And it's your boy Turk, and you already know we just jumped off the Porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. You dig?
Yay.
Yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got a legendary one right here. We got Juvenile, Mannie Fresh, and Hot Boy Turk jumping off the porch with us today. What's up, y'all?
What's that?
What's that?
Man, coolin', man. It's definitely an honor, to have y'all boys on the porch, man. Definitely.
Definitely an honor to be here, man.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
We've seen. We watch her.
All right, that's what's up, man. And that's dope to hear because, us, doing this on a daily basis, like we never know who's out there watching. And we always wonder, are some of our favorite people watching? You know what I mean? Like we made this platform for, to put on artists that we feel like are next, to allow, artists of legendary status like yourselves to tell the story and then even give the younger generation the blueprint and show them like where like this influence comes from and, things like that. So like I said, man, it's an honor.
They all good,
Yeah, no, for sure. And then I gotta, start this by even, telling y'all like how, deep this is for me. Off the Porch was an interview series I created working with Young Dolph. And we were going on press runs going up to New York, and he, he wasn't vibing with the interviews. So we created this platform and, called it Off the Porch because one of my favorite albums, Guerrilla Warfare, the skit was called Off the Porch. And so that represent, like where you come from, man.
I call my flow that. That's what kind of flow I called it, Off the Porch flow.
Yeah. And it's even crazy that you say Dolph was your partner in it. Because, I've heard him mention me in a couple of things, like, you know what I'm saying? So I know how he felt about Mannie Fresh, you know what I'm saying? He called me his Jam Master J, you know what I'm saying? So, like he said, we listening and we looking, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. Nah, definitely an honor. So now let's get into it, man. Y'all been making moves lately. Here in Atlanta, just did a dope-ass show last night. Can y'all talk about that? You know what I mean? Like the tour that y'all on.
Oh, man, this just been full of energy, man. The fans been coming out by the droves, showing up on some of the weirdest days of the week, days that I wonder about. And they come out, man, all walks of life, man, old, young, black, white, Hispanic, Asian. They all show up every night, man, and it's a blessing to see somebody come out and show us that kind of love 25, 30 years later, man.
Yeah.
Then vibe to every song, you know what I'm saying? And know the words to every song. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like he said, some years later and they showing up, and energetic, still living life. And I think that's what they give us and that's what we give them.
Yeah.
Our crowds are so lively, bro, is look.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. And this the 400 Degreez anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the Back That Ass Up anniversary too.
Gotcha.
She'll feel like porn. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Just put a title on it.
No, that's what's up, man. And how crazy is it, bro, that this far along, y'all can still, get that same type of energy when y'all do these shows and all that?
Man, I can't explain it. Can't explain it, man. The weirdest thing, though, to one of my songs that I've always known and I always seen since, the beginning, when I sing Back That Ass Up, it's like you expect to see people hands up on their favorite song, but if you ever paid attention to that song, you very seldom see people hands up.
Right.
If it is, it's a couple dudes hands up, but most of the time, for a woman, they can't bend over and put their hands up at the same time, right? So, you look in the audience and you see a bunch of women bent over and a bunch of guys they're trying to get behind, So it's hard, so it's one of them songs that you got to look at the audience when we perform it. But that's been something that's always stuck with me through the years, man.
Word. Yeah. Is there a city or even a country where you've performed that song and been just surprised at the reaction from it? Maybe they couldn't speak the language or just, you just didn't know.
It has been some places, man. But I would say Korea, man. I went over there to on a military tour. And I went to some places, some cities I never thought I would see my fan base go crazy like that. But the fact that they knew the words, you know, and was singing it in English, curse words and all, that was tripping me out. Then, you know, when you go to some of the album songs, you don't expect them to know that. You expect them to know the songs that played on the radio, but nah, they knew the album songs. So yeah.
Word, man, that's what's up, man. Nah, so, you know, taking it back, like, you know, to your guys' story, I mean, I know you guys have, you know, shared, you know, your stories so many times, and especially recently, you know, there's been a newfound, you know what I mean, I guess like press, you know what I mean, like you guys are being press friendly now or more press friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would like to know, you know, when did you guys jump off the porch?
I mean, I've been making records since the 80s, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was probably 15 years before I met them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in New Orleans. But they knew me first. Yeah, definitely first. You know, I was making records and DJing all the projects from uptown to downtown. You know what I'm saying? So
and he being modest, he was that dude, bro. He was that dude that they said, man, it was DJing, the whole city was coming. He was that dude.
So, yeah, and you know, and it morphed into me doing music. You know, from me and KLC DJing at Club Rumors and, you know, trying out stuff, going like, hey, you know, he was the sound of No Limit and I was the sound of Cash Money, but we both started out as street DJs, you know, just trying stuff out in the club.
Yeah.
And that turned into incredible music.
Yeah, and your pops was a DJ, legendary DJ.
Yeah, well, I DJed this album. You know, I knew his pops before I knew him. You know, that's the story. It's a funny story, but it's the truth. I knew his pops before him.
Word.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, and so when you was working with his pops, were you already producing at the time, or
I was just dabbling in that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was producing.
Yeah.
You know, I did not. You know how you just like, okay, I got a drum machine.
Yeah.
I got a keyboard, and I'm doing stuff, and I was just doing it for the club. I was just trying to do something different than what other DJs was doing. You know, and somebody's like, well, dude, you know you're making beats, right? You know, so I really didn't even figure it out till later on that I'm just like, oh shit, this is what beat making is.
Right. And what inspired you to take the beat machine to the club and do that? Because, like, I saw you were saying that people was, you know, like looking for you to make your own beats more than smear records.
The term, that beat, that's where they came from. People would hit on the glass and be like, play that beat, like, you know what I'm saying? So what I was trying to do was, I just felt like at one point in New Orleans, you had like maybe 3 records and they played crazy. You know, it could have been Run DMC, Peter Piper. It was Triggerman, Brown Beat, you know, just maybe 1 or 2 more songs. So I was like, you know what? I'm sick of these songs. I'm like, we got to play something different. And the crazy thing was you could actually play them songs back to back. Nobody would complain. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I'm going to try to break this cycle. And this was the beginning of bounce music. So, you know, and I'm like, well, how do I'm like, I'm gonna start bringing my drum machine to do something a little different than what, you know, because DJs would have the same kit, and it would be like it was like the birth of hip hop at one time in New Orleans, because that's what bounce music really is. It's call and response. It's a good DJ and a good MC.
Yeah,
and exactly. Who could rock the crowd the best. You know, you might have 10 dudes waiting to get on, you know what I'm saying? But one of them gonna shine. One of them gonna, you know, do something that got the ladies going crazy, the dudes wanting to be out there, and that's like, oh yeah, that boy magic. We need to get him out here. Yeah. And it's just break beats. It's 808 break beats.
Yeah. And similar to how it was in New York, I mean, Big Hawks was mobile with the DJing. He was like in the parks, damn near like how Kill, and he was getting his money.
Yeah, did money. You know what I'm saying? And passing the mic to whoever wanted to rock it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I was one of them. I used to rock, man. I used to go to every club and I don't care who had the mic, who the DJ was. I wanted the mic. And yeah, I jumped off the post. My first opportunity to make a record was writing for somebody else, for DJ Jimmy. And the great part about that was I made him a star. So I saw what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I visualized right in front of my own eyes what I could do. So the first opportunity that they gave me to make my own song, I never looked back.
Wonderful.
Never looked back.
Turk, when did you jump off the porch?
Man, when I met these guys, end of the project, I used to see Juve. You know, Juve used to cut my hair.
Yeah.
You know, and he used to rap at DJs, you know, and I started rapping at DJs every time they have little DJ block parties and Magnolia Shorty. She used to rap at DJs, and that was one of my little homegirls.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know how it happened, she wound up hooking up with Juve Fresh, and they came together, and I gave her, You know, I like, man, put me in the game, shorty, you know what I'm saying? And she told Slim and Baby.
She did.
I was like 15 years old, man, and it gave me a call, told me come to the studio. Juve working on Soldier Rag album. And I wound up getting on, he wrote a chorus for me. And that Alligators and Fire Right, snatching for, like, he wrote that. Even though I said it in the movie, but then he wrote that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said nothing, but he wrote it. And about 15, man, I jumped out the porch, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. And Turk family to, you know what I'm saying, the DGB family, you know what I'm saying.
He been on here a few times. Oh, you know. That's why I say, man, I ain't gonna stand it. Turk, you gotta be on here, man. What you talking about? You bought it? Yeah.
We got to be part of the fam. Come on up. And Turk also then jumped into the media space, you know, shout out to B.I., you know what I mean, doing your thing over there. So, it's just dope seeing you do your thing. Wow. Yeah. That's what's up. When 400 Degrees, when you recorded that album, did you know back then that it would be something that you and everybody could still listen to 10, 15, you know what I mean, 20 years later?
I didn't, because of the way we recorded. You know, the crazy thing about 400 Degrees, and I try to explain it to everybody, when we went to the studio back in them days, we just recording a bunch of songs. We didn't really know, you know, us as the artists, we didn't know where the songs was going until we get to like the NA start telling us, well, you need to do a song like that. Still not telling us what's actually going on the album. That's what I love so much about the album. Because I think had I known that, it probably would have been different. I probably would have been trying to album and make it go in a certain direction. But the album was more like a group effort. It wasn't just about Juvie. That's why in every award show, anything they try to invite me to, like the Grammys and all that, I wouldn't show up if I couldn't bring my camp. They was like, he can't bring me. Like, nah, y'all don't understand. They're like, man, you can't. Nah, we just want you. Nah, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't me who made them songs by myself. We did them songs together.
Nah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So don't just give one person credit. It just so happened that I happen to be next up. You know, and Universal really wanted our album. They wanted my album to do real good. You know, the Big Timers album came out. You know, Big Timers album did good, but they ain't hit the numbers that we wanted, that they wanted them to hit. Yeah. We was good with it, us, because we knew, oh, they don't know. We're going to keep on coming. Eventually, we gonna get where we're trying to go. Yeah. They didn't know that. So they, you know, the big thing was they liked Soldier Rag to the point to where they wanted that album to come out. And when it came out, man, I always tell people that it wasn't a Juvie album. It was a group album.
Yeah. And that makes sense because I remember back then, I mean, all of the Source interviews you was doing, like everything you was doing, it was the whole group. Like it was never just you dolo for real. You know what I mean?
And people used to always think that, you know, I didn't want them, like, you man, like, nah, bro, I used to push the issue on that, so I missed a lot of things because of that. Yeah. It was like, man, we don't want all of, like, oh, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. And, you know, you're going to be kissing my ass next year. Yeah. And that's how it turned. It turned just exactly how I said. Then they start coming back and saying, yeah, we didn't know Wayne was going to be. Because, you know, they ain't want Wayne around. They ain't want Wayne around. They ain't want Turk around. They ain't want EG around. I'm like, man, that shit ain't going to ride. Yeah. And I'm going to be uncomfortable. Right. So, you know, let us all come.
Yeah. Now, is the rumor true that BG was supposed to release first, but then under circumstances made it to where that didn't come?
They know. See, that's something where I didn't know.
I never really have.
See, stuff like that, if it was, they wouldn't tell us that. They'd keep that away from us. They ain't gonna have emotion.
I mean, like he said, nobody even really knew what was going to be on the album. We had that many songs. I mean, no knew what songs was going to be on the album. You know, a lot of times it was a surprise to artists because they trusted me with that to say like, hey, bro, I'm gonna draw this from here. I'm gonna take this from here. I'm gonna take this, and you're gonna hear it when they come out. And that's when somebody got to really trust you. Yeah. Because like he said, we had songs from everywhere. Right. You know, so to a certain degree, he really didn't know all of the songs that was gonna be on 400 Degrees because some of them could have been easily could have been a Hot Boy song, could have been a whatever because we recorded damn near every day. Gotcha. So it was just me going like, I think these are the best songs that's going to represent 400 Degrees. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you know, you're not going to stop. And, you know, like, and what I mean is just by him saying he would have critiqued it more, then that meant that we would have been in the studio changing songs 18. They've been like, man, let me rewrite that. Let me do that. Let me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to stop right here. I ain't going to tell your ass. You're going to hear it when it come out.
Yeah. That's what happened with Back That Ass Up in Huh. you know, I got another chance to do both of them over. I like, because he kept changing the beats. He was married to deal with some bullshit with that. Come on, bro, that ain't what I rap to, bro. Like, yeah, but that bitch rolling out. Like, yeah, you killing. Yeah, I need to get another shot at this one. So, you know, a lot of songs came out real good. I think we the way we work, I think it was just the great way. Our chemistry was like no other, you know. And he, every time he gave me an opportunity to do something over, he agreed with me. He like, yeah, I know you're going to kill it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no thing like, nah, bro, you going to mess it up. Because a lot of songs that I did before that, I ain't want to touch her. And Mannie will be like, man, you need to do that hook over and say it the way you were saying it the first time. Or, man, you need to do this over and say it the way you were saying it before you went in the booth. Because I get in the booth, change up everything.
Yeah. Was it easy for you to be coached like that?
Hell yeah, I wanted to be coached. That was the main reason I came. I wanted the beat.
Yeah, it's that thing that we say is beat making is producing. You know, a lot of times you get a beat and it's like good luck. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference when it's being produced. When you and that person got input on the song. Where you know, because there's certain things that he might say where you know that part right there needs emphasis. Like the music's supposed to drop out. That shit that's strong. But if it's a beat that you got from somebody, you don't get none of that. It's like good luck with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That Mannie will listen to the song and go to the main parts, and he'll make sure that shit stand out. He'll put a break or something, do something special right there to make sure you hear that fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of producers still today don't do that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I take a stress at the end.
Pushing. It's called sequences. I'm saying, just to use the right terminology.
Juve, you started as a bounce artist. Correct? Like, or making bounce music?
Well, yeah, my first opportunity to make a song was bounce. Let me say that.
Okay.
Because I was rapping when the talent show was long before I
gotcha.
got an opportunity to put a song out.
Because I was going to ask, like, was it difficult, like, making that transition?
They didn't have that title yet, bounce. That wasn't even a title yet. They weren't calling it bounce music yet, right? They didn't have a title. It was this little Triggerman.
Yeah.
It was this Triggerman doing, call and response on Triggerman. It didn't have a title until maybe like 5 years later.
Oh, okay.
So when people say you started off as a bounce, I'd be like, oh, I'm like the creator of bounce. Like,
yeah,
I didn't think of that. Like, see, y'all thought of that. I let the fans do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, with me, that was my first opportunity was bounce music.
Word. Now, I remember when Soldier Rise came out, I'm from Milwaukee. I remember me and my partner was dating these girls that moved up to Milwaukee from New Orleans, and they was playing that Soldier Rise and just putting us on it. And I mean, it was just so classic, you know what I'm saying? And
different, huh?
Yeah, nah, for sure. And Milwaukee, like, love y'all music so much. I mean, I remember even like, what was it, like the Rough Riders, Kanjamani tour, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm Milwaukee out. My wife would tell, they just give me the key to the city recently. One of the DJs that I take on the road me everywhere I go is from Milwaukee, called DJ Care.
Oh, okay. Well.
And when I take vacations, even through COVID, when COVID hit, my little personal vacations I go to Milwaukee. That's why, yeah. So I love Milwaukee today, and everybody that'll tell you that. I just did it. I just threw a show there myself.
Yeah, no, for real. No, when I was telling folks, and then I even posted on Facebook that I might be, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up with y'all, and everybody was hitting me going crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's my fault.
Like, tell them Milwaukee, they next biggest city for real.
We know.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. How difficult was it for you guys just to, transition over the years, like as like the sound of music changed, and you know what I mean? Like, did you guys ever feel like you needed to, try to,
Yeah, that's human to feel like you want to evolve to something else. But what we realize, our fans want us to be right here where we at.
Yeah.
They don't.
He was talking about.
We was just talking about this.
He was talking about. Shit, I'm banging out the old drum machine. They trying to do nothing.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do my type of music.
Because you naturally you want to say, I want to do something new. I want to evolve into but when you really realize that there's a whole movement behind this sound, and it's still going on, and they still love it, So who are we to say like it's time for us to turn it into something completely different.
Right.
Where we gonna turn it upside down. That's all we got to do is be true to ourselves and do what we've been doing.
Yeah, because it's interesting. It's like you hear so many artists and producers, like where they might have a beat pack from a year ago or something like that, and it's like, man, the sound don't make sense no more. Like, all right, I need to go in and redo some stuff. But it seems like with just the New Orleans or the Louisiana sound, it's something that it doesn't need to be touched. It doesn't.
I think he stood the test of time, man. I think I don't think there's anything being mimicked more than man. They say New Orleans, so I say Mannie Fresh. I don't even
Like the recipe for gumbo.
I don't feel like none of them other producers in New Orleans or in the state of Louisiana can make a beat like my dude. So I'd be straight direct with it, cause they already say, oh, son, nah, nigga, Mannie Fresh. Let's keep it 100. This dude made hits for all these different artists on a label of different, you know what I mean, with different styles, trying to do different music. And he had to change his mold and make use of all these different people. And he was doing this shit by himself. Of course, he had people that played the instrument.
Yeah.
That came in. But it ain't like he couldn't do it himself. It ain't like he can't play the drums, play the piano and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they do all these things himself and DJ. So I always say, nah, this nigga created the sound. So I feel like, when people talk about the sound, I try to be specific, because they always say the sound and all these other producers. Can't no producer in Baton Rouge or nowhere in the state of Louisiana, not even New Orleans, make a beat like my dude, because he the reason I came to Cash Money. And I just feel like when it comes to sound and what he created back then, I feel like his shit was stood the test of time, because look at what Cash making right now. Show me something that's so different than Mannie Fresh shit. Show me where they not using some of his shit. I feel like the whole rolling hi-hat shit between him and Pimp C, I feel like that's where that shit came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't hear nobody doing that shit since, before them.
Yeah.
It's over. So that whole sound, man, that Southern sound that they talk about, I feel like my dude got a lot to do with it.
Wow. And now you're hearing music from other regions, that are influenced by that sound as well. I just saw a post recently where some folks was talking about like some of the Milwaukee artists as buzzing and saying like, man, y'all using some of the same, drum patterns and some, just need to pay homage, or even some of the Detroit.
Yeah, a lot of it is that's it. You just hit it dead on. Just know where it came from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's it.
Just know where it came
That's it.
It's that was important to us when we was growing up. We wanted to know. We wanted to know what, if you had something that you was influenced by, you gave that artist some props. You know what I'm saying? And it's the simplicity of stuff. Like if you think about a Marvin Gaye song, it's simple chords, but it's still here.
Yeah.
That was a good song. Like I think what's making it now, like people think weird is good. Weird is not good. It's weird. Weird is fucking weird. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, why you got to make songs weird as shit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so New Orleans, is just so rich in culture.
Yeah.
What would you guys say is your favorite aspects of New Orleans culture?
I would say I can't speak for the newer New Orleans, but I could say us, the way we walk, the way we talk, everything that was influenced from us. We made our own way. We made our own lane. We made our own language, and that right there is just incredible to me. It's like you can be riding with your son or something, and your son say something that, we did. He don't even know that shit. And you like, where you got that from? And he's just like, I just heard that. Like, that's our shit, right?
Well, that been happening to me a few times. I'd heard one of my son's partners or somebody, or one of my, my nephews say something, and I'm sitting there looking like, damn, I wonder if he know where that came from.
Exactly.
He got that in his language, and they using it totally wrong. They saying it
Yes.
It's so funny though, because I remember growing up, and my moms would be like, "Man, y'all saying this or y'all doing this and thinking that's something new." I remember one time my moms was like, "Y'all think y'all the first people that was drinking Robitussin?" Like, say, go ahead,
for that tussin.
But it's funny though, because things get recycled, but then newer generation, think they
they just don't forget where it came from, little brother. We came after some cats before us, and we had to pay homage towards them too. So
Right.
No,
Know
for
that.
sure. For sure. And I know we was talking about Triggerman earlier, drag rap.
and a lot of homage, we pay a lot of homage to them.
Oh, sure.
That's like heroes if they come to our city.
They really are.
Absolutely. Like the influence from like them, like Africa Bambaataa, like when Panic Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that just is so instrumental. But it's also like crazy that, or I don't want to say crazy, but it's just interesting that like a New York record would be so prominent in the South when it wasn't even popular up. Like it wasn't like it was a song that was super popular up there in New York and traveled to the South. It was just something that was like discovered and, you know, almost like on some cult classic type of shit.
Yeah. I mean, one of the sweet things about the South, you know, if we can make that something special. We like, if y'all consider that trash, that's gold for us.
Yeah.
You know, because we used to making nothing out of, you know, into something.
Yeah.
Going like, you know what, that's Farina. We gonna make that grits. You feel?
I think the whole Triggerman part of that song, the drums itself, when the beat break down to that 808, I think that part is like the part that really stuck with New Orleans to the point to where, you know, we just fell in love with the rest of the song.
Yeah.
And we don't care about, we like the words, but we like the instrumental more than we like the words.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. And I think we built a genre of music with that instrumental, because we done New Orleans did everything you can do with that instrumental. They done chopped it, chipped it, flipped it back, reversed it. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And them guys have made a lot of money. They done built I'm pretty sure they doing pretty well off sample credits that they get from New Orleans records. I mean, the list is long.
Yeah, no, for
There's
sure.
a Drake on down.
And then even songs like David Banner, Like a Pimp. I know that
And the back ass up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. For sure.
All of that was influenced from that song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
A lot of Memphis rap.
oh yeah, it definitely has all. See it. Well, we like Memphis and New Orleans like cousins, some kind of crazy ass nutty way.
Memphis jazz, everything. I mean everything, bro. The attitude,
Yeah.
the culture. Y'all, you know, Memphis is culture driven, very culture driven for sure. Like New Orleans, man, it's a lot of similarities there.
Some people might argue, like, who started using the Triggerman beat first, between New Orleans.
We got y'all beat, right?
Yeah. I've been playing that shit since the early '80s. From day one of it.
We got y'all.
Day one of it when it came out. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know the whole jazz history. You know, we don't know the whole jazz. Who was first with that one, but we got y'all with that Triggerman. Yeah, I'm sorry, we got y'all with that one.
Yo, so Juve, and barbershop talk, bro, like, you know, you're put up there and you're revered, you know, as a lot of people's favorite rappers. But then I feel like when it comes like to these lists, you know what I mean, that are put together by the so-called power.
Oh, I'm not never on the list.
You're not mentioned like on those lists or even top albums. I feel like barbershop talk.
Yeah.
People are saying 400 Degreez. They putting it up there with any Jay album, any Nas album, any of that. You know what I mean? But again, when it comes to the critics, they don't. Do you feel underappreciated as an artist? You know?
Not in that sense. Yeah. I get mad about the fact that they don't check the numbers. That's all I care about. Yeah, the numbers. I'm like, look, bro, you like this? Who was your favorite artist that year? Okay, let's just go back to Billboard and just pull up the numbers.
Yeah.
The numbers don't lie, right? So you'll see who sold the most. And don't come to me with an album that had 2 CDs in it and tell me he sold 10 million. I'm not hearing that. That's 5 million.
Yeah.
That's 5 million. I can count 5 times 2 is 10. Simple. If you if you package your CD with two CDs in it and you sell 5 million, it's gonna show up on Billboard as 10 million.
Yeah.
So y'all, some of them diamonds that y'all give these people credit for, that's not real.
Hey, but I feel like even regardless of sales, I feel like, man, if folks want to talk about lyrics, storytelling, all of that, like I feel like, you know what I mean?
Oh no,
You see me put up there with.
I am bananas now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna never say. And you know what? I'm like how they say it about back in the days, the Hollywood commercial was about the Ford. Have you driven the Ford lately? Now, I'm on some bullshit now, so that's what I'm saying. Like, still,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they was doing in the battle circuit, he would kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
My boy said, po niggas be eating pork, Reese niggas be eating steak. I'll be getting through a porterhouse, nigga. You just wait. But to say you can't stand on my foot if you was standing 6'8", with a 400 degrees, nigga, get that shit straight. What? Like, what you say? I ain't a law-abiding citizen. Damn. I ain't a law-abiding citizen. I got niggas back there telling the police what I did today. Man, come on, bro. Like, nah, Juvie. Like, cats gotta eat your flowers, bro. For real. David, boss. Nah, for real. So I remember Front Degreez came out, then Jay-Z jumped on the High remix. Then you guys re-released it was like a remaster of 400 and put
I was
Follow
them with the gang. That was them again. And they made Follow Me Now was on there, and they made it a single, which I was totally against.
And that's what I wanted to ask. I literally wanted to ask
Yeah.
how did you feel about that song coming out as a single? Because I remember all of us fans was so shocked and just, you know what I mean? We was just so shocked then for that song because it was just so different from your soul. This music, I'm a fan. That's something I've always wanted to ask.
Yeah, I didn't want that to
Well, honestly, that album wasn't over with. You know, it was more Slim and Baby making a decision because, like he said, there was 4 more singles on. I was like, man, why we moving to another album? You know, and they just like, well, Universal is. I'm like, bruh, this album is not over with. I'm like, and then I even when we did the Follow Me Now, that opened up L.A. Honestly, it opened up the West Coast to us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when I did shit, it was strategy. You know, and I know a lot of people didn't understand it. Well, you know, they just like, what the fuck are you doing? Thump, 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 thump.
You know, I did that song. I was fucking off. That was a joke. And they put the shit on me.
And I was like, this is a whole culture. And, you know, and I'm like, this is a whole lowrider culture and all of that, you know, and of course, you know, I'm already kind of traveling, seeing things. And I knew it was gonna have some pushback. Believe me, I knew. Cause
I was mad as shit.
Slow cowbell.
yes. But then when the motherfucker just was like, oh shit, that's 2 more million. That's 3 more million, you know what I'm saying? But after that, I just knew that we were moving on to 400 Degreez as the next single, some other stuff in there. And then I was like, bro, this is not over with. I promise you.
Nah,
I was like, do not want that 400 Degreez.
You know what I'm saying? Name the album 400 Degrees and Don't Drop.
Yeah, and don't
I kept saying that, like, why would we name the album 400 Degrees and Don't Drop the single?
Yeah, and I mean that was one of the most classic songs on that.
The incredible thing about 400 Degreez was it never lost momentum. It just kept selling and selling and selling. And like we never dropped 400 Degreez. That's the single.
That, I mean, Ghetto Children.
Man, I was a little big about Ghetto Children.
The other one, the Welcome to the Know You. Yeah, Welcome to the Know You.
Juvenile on Fire. You know what I'm thinking of that.
Reese, you can start say, bro. So look, Follow Me Now. We did Follow Me Now. Run for it. Yeah, man. Damn.
So y'all recently released the video for 400 Degreez. Could we possibly get more deficit video?
Definitely, bro. Definitely, bro. Definitely. As long as this hard reading, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening.
Right. Mannie, earlier you mentioned that you were DJing with KLC, like before both of y'all got on. Now, one of the most interesting dynamics, you know, between No Limit and Cash Money was that none of the artists ever collabed. But we would imagine that y'all knew each other and saw each other.
Honestly, they actually did, but it was before the deal. It was before Cash Money and No Limit.
Because you had a group of X starting out.
Yeah.
I used to be with 3-9 Posse.
Yeah, that's why I said
I was recording a lot of songs.
Honestly knew each other before P and Baby even existed. You know, but even before they was thinking about doing record companies, everybody from Mac that was on No Limit. Yeah. I did Mac's album when he was 10. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I will, man. And Fiend's been here, and he's talked about and shares his story with us.
It's right. Man, you know, we all from Uptown, and Uptown ain't that big, bro. If you know that, like, you know, you could ride a bike to the Parkway from the Magnolia. That's like a couple blocks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, you can walk, right? Really not bike. You could just walk.
Yeah.
I mean, a few blocks. So, and in Cali, a few blocks. None of that far away. So we all saw each other too much. Yeah.
No, that's real.
To be beefing.
And like folks just within both circles had to be some real ones because there's so many rumors that it's issues, but for y'all to never let that actually fester into a real issue.
The world know, the world know Magnolia Slim as Soulja Slim, right?
Yeah.
So, but Magnolia Slim had songs with everybody. Slim was the type of dude that would bounce from here to here to here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it would be like, well, damn, he got a song with Juve and them. He got a song with us. He got a song with
Slim did his thing.
Slim did his thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And didn't really care about records. Slim owned companies.
Slim had niggas from the Magnolia Inglewood Calio niggas, and that's some shit that would.
That's what I'm saying. He really didn't give a fuck about the rules. So.
Man, he broke all the rules. He did his thing his way. I love him to death for that. Cause one thing about him, he ain't never let nothing detour him from the people he fuck with. He fuck with you. He fuck with you.
Nah, that's what's up.
Here.
Chris, has you ever gotten a chance to work with Slim?
Yeah, that's why I said everybody had songs with Slim.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you bumped into him somewhere, like, man, what y'all record? Let me in the boot. You know what I'm saying? And he do some shit and you just like, well, damn, and just bounce. And you like, well, you ain't think about doing the paperwork on this motherfucker? Nothing. Just put that shit out.
Man, when you guys signed that huge deal with Universal, do y'all remember just how your life changed, from that moment?
I think we was already doing our thing.
I was already doing it.
We was already doing our thing. So that really didn't mean nothing to us the way the world thought it should have meant to us.
Yeah.
Because we was already, the way we was really living our
Living up already. I was already a millionaire. So when we got that deal, we was already calling ourselves the Cash Money Millionaire before the deal. I always try to explain that to people. So I was already up before we got the deal. So when the deal came, that's why the number had to be so high, because we wasn't taking anything.
Right.
He was like, all right, we good. That's what, we good. We passed on so much shit. And they came with the right numbers, and we started moving. But we knew from that moment on we wasn't regional no more. We would be, we was doing national distribution. We knew we would be getting opportunities like the other artists we were seeing on TV, because that's what we wanted. We wanted our fair shot.
All right.
I knew we needed a vessel like Universal because we had something that nobody else heard. The unity, the way we approach songs and all of that. Like, it was something that nobody heard before. To be like, God damn, they hold each other down, like, in a manner of, like he said, every time we did an album, it was a team effort. And all throughout history, if you look at the greatest albums, it was a team effort.
Yeah.
Like, it was your team, and nobody cared about getting rich or nothing like that. They just cared about, we love music, and we want this to be the best album that it could possibly be. And a lot of time when we recorded, it was just the love of what we was doing. One of the things you kind of hate about it is you hate when the money came in, because it changed the dynamics of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because shit, we love doing this shit. We breathe this shit. It was going to the studio every single day of our life.
Yeah.
Like, that was work for us.
I was catching the ferry to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because when you're going through the journey, it's so frustrating, right?
Yeah.
At the end, when you reach that goal and you get there, you make you appreciate and love every piece of the journey, because that meant so much.
That was the good times.
Yeah. Yeah.
The journey was the good times, man.
And even you think about, even how a lot of this was structured. I used to think of all of that shit, like, who we aiming at, what's the visual, what it's going to look like, all of that. And if you think earlier, Cash Money, what we did was, we was for the regular man, Baby ego just grew out of control, but that was Baby, you know what I'm saying? That was just him being him. Because you got to think about what we was selling. We was on PT Cruisers, Chrysler 300s, you know what I'm saying? Reeboks, Jabos, T-shirts.
Yeah.
We knew the masses could afford that. If we touched the regular people, it's way more regular people, you know what I'm saying? And this was your outfit. This made you feel like you was somebody. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little nice little chain, something, just a little one piece. Some Jabos, some Rees, and a T-shirt, and you that dude.
Yeah.
Hopping out of Chrysler 300, you that dude. You know what I'm saying? And we touched the world in the manner of, like, it was obtainable. People was like, oh, I could get one of them. Now it became who could hook their shit up the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made us more, I guess, like, people loved the fact that it felt like some people from down earth. Like, they like, damn, they feel just like us.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time when we shot the video, it was some New York people going, Where did y'all get the props from to do that? Like, fuck y'all talking about? It was just like, man, that must have cost a lot because y'all had fucking dogs eating bologna and people and that. I was like, nah, that's really our fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure. You like, this really what it took.
Real life. You know what I'm saying? So it resonated with real people.
Yeah.
But fake people was like, can't no
You know
fucking
what?
way
When
nobody
we was
just
shooting
like.
that video, I didn't realize that till after it came out. When it came out, I like, God damn, man, my neighborhood ghetto like people. Hey, damn. You know, you living in it. You ain't thinking of it.
Not thinking of that at all. Shower with love. You don't think that shit is the hood.
Yeah.
You never took a
I never looked at it like that until it was like people was looking at us like we lived in somewhere. So for instance, we out like that. They was like, man, y'all got it bad down there.
Somebody say, yeah, it was bad, but I don't. All right, damn, for real.
This is crazy when something normal to you, it don't even seem,
It don't, bro.
it don't seem different.
That's why I tell them. I say, man, everybody was 4 hours for.
Somebody asked us like, what was one of the craziest moments of the Rough Riders Cash Money tour? And like, you know, and this just happened the other day when we was on a boat. Like, you know, but Juve wasn't on it. So Jay the Kiss said, these motherfuckers used to have a second line and we didn't know what the fuck it was. We used to think they was crazy as fuck. You know, right before we performed, we would come through that bitch beating on Cass drums. You know, it was a hit, and then they just joined in with us. First, they was just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, what is going on? Like, these motherfuckers just started a whole parade.
Like I was saying, like the culture is just is so rich there, and you know what I mean. Like is one of those things where like New Orleans, like in Louisiana, I gotta say Louisiana, out of respect, you know what I mean. Like it's the culture there is so rich and so different from anywhere else, you know what I mean, in the country, just so distinct, you know what I mean.
What's so great about New Orleans, and people probably don't know that, you know, New Orleans have every kind of black person, you know, of all nationalities. You know what I'm saying? We got a little bit of Haitians, a little bit of Africans, a little bit of straight American. How y'all want to say African Americans? We have a lot of people from the Caribbean, man, that came there. Way like they had black people that were on before slavery. You know, if you know anything about the culture of our city, we've been there for a long time, and we have a lot to do with the culture of New Orleans. A lot of the food that we eat is, you know, it says Creole, like gumbo and stuff like that. That's Creole dishes, which was created by black people. So we created a whole lot of things that's carried around the world right now, and it came from New Orleans. Not just that, the Popeyes chicken, the chicken that you all love to eat, the same thing. A lot of the food that came from New Orleans is the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think our culture is what makes us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cash Money as well as I feel like 3-6 Mafia are like two camps that rarely worked outside of their camps, but then you guys worked together. Can you speak to like how that came about, and do you have any stories?
Yeah, that's Paul and Jay. Like, I mean, they pretty much put that together. You know, by us coming to Memphis, and you know, and they was just like, man, there ain't nowhere in the world we not supposed to. Juicy and Paul was just like, bro, there's nowhere in the world y'all not supposed to do something with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just by us being Cousin City.
Yeah.
You know, and that song was, you know, like that song went crazy on the box. The video channel, everybody knew the number, playing while you ate.
Music telling the video you control.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They're telling which you control that go.
Yeah, man. Now you
be sitting there, you see them numbers come across the screen and shit. You like, damn, somebody pick that stupid ass video, get out here and watch that shit.
I got in trouble. Called by side to see that so on the Fox. I was like, God damn it, play every 5 seconds on here. I don't know. Between that and then I think Bone Thugs,
was the one with all Easy when he passed away. That played forever. You, yeah, right.
See me at the crossroads and sit there and go all see what wrong. God damn, right. Yeah, but they had some videos they put on there. I'd be like, God damn, come on, bro, don't do that one. I see the number come on, man. Then, come on, man. Shit. But yeah, back in them days, man, the box was all we really had. Were we watching BET and shit? We wasn't watching that shit then.
Yeah.
Yeah. The box made a lot of Cash Money songs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was where we lived at, you know. Anything we did, when it hit the box, it was over with.
Man. And 3-6, man, being with there was the weird thing about 3-6 to me, man. I went to a club, we had a show with them. And we went to the club, and I knew I had heard about the group that, you know, to tell the club of the thugs, like, yeah. But I ain't knew that was them. See, I couldn't put to it. I had been hanging on them for 2 days again. I don't know. I ain't put that together. And a dude in there talking about, man, I hope they don't sing that song tonight. I think that was the only song. I hope they don't sing that song tonight. They're on contract that they ain't gonna sing it. Or they sung that song. At the end, they waited till they got calm. Everybody was to this. But y'all know before we leave out this motherfucker, we gotta sing. Let's tell the club up. I look, I said, oh, they the ones sing. And the churches came flying. Man, I said, damn, we gotta get out there. Got to sell about the earth for. Man, yeah. I said, bro, I ain't know that was us. He said, yeah, man, you ain't know that was us. We thought y'all knew. I said, no, they probably knew. I ain't fucking know. I said, nigga, I've been here.
I remember leaving. It's probably the same concert he talking about when we left, and you know, Paul and was like, "What the fuck y'all doing?" Was like, "Man, we getting the fuck."
No. So, you know how they do at the Travis Scott shows? You know, they been doing that shit at 36 Mile on your show. Why they was doing that shit. I was like, man, I'm getting the fuck up out here. Get free. So the hell, but they were doing that shit. Yeah. I said, man, we getting out of here. They about to have a fight, nigga.
Nah, that's funny, man. So 2021, you got the key to the city, New Orleans. How'd that feel?
Oh, man, that's a great feeling, man. Being that it represented, you know, a lot of the things that I really believe in. You know, the key is special because it included, you know, my family, my business, you know, my faith. You know, it talked about, you know, the music, and you know, I think a lot of cats, a lot of people, you know, call themselves doing philanthropy in their city, and they always want to get props for it and stuff like that. I think, you know, that's one of them situations where, you know, philanthropy caught up with me, you know, and so, you know, it had me emotional because I've been doing the work, you know, stomping my feet to the ground, doing great things in my city, but behind the scenes and quietly, not trying to, you know, make a name for myself. I don't want people to, you know, look at me like, oh man, you know, Juvie, you know, is doing things for the city, so you should do things and da da da. I don't want it to be like that. I want people to do things for the city because they want to.
Yeah,
like I'm doing, right? So sure. I felt, you know, it's one of them things that I'm real proud of. Especially, man, my wife was with me and she told me how proud she was of me. Wish my mama was there to see it, but you know, God is good.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. What are some of the, or what would you say is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned, you know, over your career, you know, like, and keeping yourself motivated to still do this?
Man, my biggest motivation is family. I ain't gonna even lie, man. You know, generational wealth, the thought of generational wealth, the thought of just being, you know, great and having streets and stuff like that, doing great things, having stuff named after me and stuff like that. But, just, you know, my motivation, man, is my faith. You know, I wake up every day with you know, with the strength and, you know, the faith to go out there and do something special, knowing that I still got a lot of work to do. And that carries me over on anything I'm doing. Yeah.
What about you, Fresh? What keeps you motivated, man?
Oh, a lot of what he said, you know, and the fact that we still, you know, we say the word fan, but it feels more like family. We got family, you know, when we come to places because they've been rocking with us so long.
Yeah.
So, you know, it feels like that family vibe keeps you motivated to know, like, these people still rock with you. And one of the things that we definitely understand, you know, and you know, I know you asked me, but it's a we thing as well, that for however long you with us, our job is to take you away from anything crazy that's going on in your life. And the fact that they provide that for us and we provide that for them, that's you know, I could be having a bad day. When them lights come on and they say press play and we gone, man, I'm in a happy place again. You know, what just happened with the Hot Boys, you know, that's a healing for a lot of us.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a moment where we all felt like, you know, as grown men, man, we have healed. You know, it's one page at a time. You know, and that's motivation to say, like, you know what, we can actually show the world that it usually don't happen in black business. Like when we don't fuck with each other, we don't fuck with each other. We like,
No, that's right.
No,
done.
That's
It's done.
why black people like that? But y'all like, damn, baby. You old grudges 30 and 40 years.
There, we can show a younger generation as well as an older generation. Put that shit behind you and let's get it popping, and and let's grow. You know what I'm saying? That right there is motivation.
not for sure, because I mean the Hot Boys reunion concert. I mean that came how many years after the "I Miss My Dog" song?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just in talking about just how long it takes us to even resolve some of these issues. Yeah. But
10, 15 years, right?
Speaking that shit into existence, all right?
Yep.
Like everybody, I feel like we all have came across that question. And at the time, we just really was speaking it into existence. And a lot of people, didn't see what we saw, but, standing on that fate and believing that it was going to happen. And when it happened, it was so emotional, like Juve was saying today, Fresh as well. For me, man, it was a blessing, man, and I'm forever grateful for it. You know what I'm saying?
no, for sure. No, that's what's up, man. I mean, between the Hot Boys reunion concert, which was amazing, and then your guys' Tiny Desk concert. I mean, you guys have just been delivering, some stellar live performances.
Yeah.
Can y'all speak also just to the importance of the live performance? Because I feel like that's something that you guys all, and I'm Fresh, you mentioned from the beginning, like how important.
I think that's everything, man. It's just that, and I got myself caught up over the years when, rapping over the lyrics and not let fans really hear who I am. And I think the platform of being able to be on, NPR and being able to get an opportunity to perform on Tiny Desk with not only Mannie Fresh, with Trombone Shorty and Ron Baptiste, the best New Orleans have to offer, and with and not just do it on a live set. I think, man, that was the catalyst for us, just going out and just doing these shows, because that showed me that, hell no, Juve, man, you not only can sing these songs on this show, you need to and you have to go out there and perform these songs live, and you have to do it with Mannie. And that was my light right there. So I was like, I gotta do this shit. I mean, it gotta be with Mannie. I don't give a fuck how we do it. It gotta be with Mannie. Because Mannie on all the songs any goddamn way, so it gotta be with Mannie.
Yeah, it only makes sense. Yeah, no, for sure.
And shit, we the crowd, bro, the energy that they give us, bro, we could be fucking Buzzard Nuts, Arkansas, and the curtains come up. And that's all sound Lil Ralph, these Buzzard Nuts. And we like, shit, this motherfucker sold out Buzzard Nuts. You know what I'm saying? And they dare give it energy like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you got something special when it's just like, damn. And like last night in Atlanta, it's a Wednesday, bro.
Hump day.
Yeah.
They is in that thing.
And they was in there, deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's for a lot of artists, that would be a thought. Like somebody be like, I don't give a shit if your mama there. I ain't going if I got to go to work tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For people to like, man, I love y'all that much. I'm coming there and I'm a hurt. I'm just gonna rub some Ben Gay ointment on it and I'm going my ass to work because we gonna work you out.
And for a lot of the teenagers, y'all mamas was in there. Your mama was bending it over like she did back in the G.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Now, so you guys worked on Biggie's final album, on that "Hope You Sleep" song, and then Han was remixed, by Jay-Z. Just showing that New York was like really, showing love to y'all music and really taking to it. Can you just speak to, number one, like how important was it for y'all back then to, get New York to stand behind?
I forced that shit. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So
He took the
Diddy sent me the song, and that wasn't a beat or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I sent that shit back with everybody on it.
Yeah.
It was just supposed to be me remixing the song, right? And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to put everybody on it and change the beat and send it back to him. And when he got there, he was just like, fuck, ooh, we keeping this. And so it was one of them where I'm like, I feel like, cause we was all fans. I'm like, no, man, we jumping on this song. We need to be on this song.
Yeah, that's what's up. Nah, that's all. That surprised everybody though. Like when it came out and shit.
And there was a lot of New York dudes that was bent out of shape behind that. But it was like, y'all
Nigga was flowing on that bitch, boo.
like y'all going.
Yeah. Word. No, that's what's up. And Juvie, what you working on these days? I know you got the 400 Degreez weed strain. What else you got?
Well, you know, I got these papers right here. You know, they called juvenile bats. I got the big hit tips. This would be $100. We're selling this online. I'm gonna be posting up the website in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'll send the info and stuff to you. But I got my chips. They call it 400 Degreez Hot with a local company called Elmer's. Man, you know, some real good people that do real good business.
Yeah.
Also, I got my drink to Juvie Juice.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Which is one of my top businesses and one of my top sellers. I got like 3 different kinds of that. So I have a Arnold Palmer, I have a mango, and I have a sugar free, and some more flavors that we talking about coming up with.
Yeah.
And outside of that, man, I got healthcare. I got what else, Harvey? What I got? I got
Hustle, man.
I got cognac. I got cognac, huh? Yeah. Well, that's my son. My son got a hot sauce called Hot Sauce.
Okay.
And the list is long, man. I'm always working on different kind of products. That's my thing. I'm a product man.
Yeah.
You know, outside of me doing the rap thing and doing the concerts and stuff for Mannie Fresh, my main thing outside of that is product placements in the major supermarkets and stuff like that that's in the southern region.
Wow. Yeah. Fresh, what you working on these days, man? Could we expect the album from you or
Bring it back, flip phone. Yeah. Beepers and flip phones.
say bringing back them star tax?
Beepers and flip phones. That's what I'm doing. Nah, bro, my peace of mind has always been me working on cars, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my peace of mind. When I'm not doing this, that's where I'm at. I'm in my garage going ham.
He got a lot of cars. He's sick with it. Yeah. He just sold me he sit there. He sold me and my son a car.
Yeah. What's your favorite in the collection?
I don't have a favorite. I just like cars. You know, like that's people always say, "What's your favorite?" And I'm like, I don't have.
My next one. That's what that is. A real car collector gonna say my next one.
Real spit.
The next one I get.
Nah, that's what it do. Turk, what you got cracking, man?
You know me, I like them hot seasoning, you know, spicy garlic, spicy lemon pepper, the hot salt. First nigga with hot salt. Saying? Yeah, I got my book, The Autobiography of Turk. Of course, you know, I'm working on my documentary with Jeffrey Panzer, who was behind all the Cash Money, like from the beginning, the Ham videos, all the way up to Nicki Minaj and Drake. You know, he came out of retirement for me, actually, him and Life Garland. So I'm grateful for that, man. Just taking people into Turk's world, man. I think my story wasn't told due to the fact of me going through, you know, situations, but, you know what I'm saying, I think they need to get to see the real Turk, you know what I'm saying, find out who I really am, you know what I'm saying, as a human being, and not as Turk with the 2 bottles of bamboo, you know what I'm saying, and getting back with the Hot Boys, man, going on tour, giving the world, you know, what they've been asking for over 20-some years, you know, that's a big dream of mine.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. Nah, we all excited, man, about seeing the Hot Boys back together, you guys going on tour, you know what I mean, and you guys just continuing to, you know, flourish and drop new shit and stay in the mix. So definitely appreciate y'all pulling up, jumping off the porch with us. And before y'all leave, y'all got any shout outs you want to give?
I mean, everybody in the A, dude, you know, since this is home base for y'all, you know, like, we love the energy that they give us, you know what I'm saying, every time we come here.
Yeah.
So we can't even say, like, one person or whatever. Pretty much everybody here, bro. The love here is crazy.
Y'all know what it is. All the people that's been holding me down from the 99 to the 2000. It's all love.
God, man.
Look a little perch shining back there.